And there's different kinds of play. Adults think that just children play, but successful adults, they play too. They just play in a different way. A fun story about otters, and a scientist was training them. If they swam through the water and if they went through this hoop, they would get a fish for a reward. And so the otters swam through and went through, and they got their reward. And so they got the idea, if we go to the hoop, there might be a reward. So instead of swimming the way that they did previously, they swam backwards to the hoop to see if it would work this way. So they went through and they looked up, do we get a reward if we did it this way? And the biologist was thinking kindly and gave them a reward. And then they decided to go there and turn a half circle halfway, or as they'd gone through the hoop, and went back the other way. They'd look up, do we get one this way? And they just tried all these different variations just to see how their world worked. Where you can imagine, if you were doing it with other adults, some of them would be really mad at you. Say, you're blowing it, you're not doing it right, we're not going to get our prize. You got to, what are you doing? Do it like we did it before. Isn't that a very common human response? But they say geniuses are those who look for one way of doing something, but then they look for a lot of other ways as well. And then they can just choose which way they want to do it. But most people just rely on past experience, and then just try an old way of responding, often to new situations that isn't really ideal. What's really nice about play is that play is very imaginative, and you're open, and you're very inventive, and you're just trying all these different things. And so your world and your understanding of things is just much, much more broader. And you aren't, like Yogananda used the term psychological antique, somebody who's just sort of stuck. And that he said at another time, any old dead fish can float downstream. It takes a live one to swim upstream. And that's why aliveness is, in the subtitle of the book. It's the idea that we aren't just living automatically. And if we're living automatically, that means that we aren't really in touch with life. We're in touch with the past, our past experience, or some kind of pre-convention, way things are done. And so, we just aren't responding to life freshly and all alive, when we're just our whole being is alert and alive. And that's the quality of play, is that you feel intensely alive and you're alert. And creativity is that human quality that wants to change life for the better. And it's the intelligence having fun.